So exciting. Yeah, I fixed it.
Okay, is it on?
I think so. Yeah, it's on. It's
Is it
recording
look
us.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so exciting.
All right, welcome. Oh wait, let me introduce myself. This is Adam.
Hi.
I'm Christina.
We're so excited.
We're so excited to join us. All right, we're doing this. There's my dog, Max. Max, come on. Hey. Here's my doggy. Hi, dog. All right.
Okay, I'll hold Max.
Okay, we are getting ready to go.
Oh, there's your daughter. Don't forget.
Oh, I have 5 kids. One is with us today. Say hi, Esther. Esther's a good hiker.
That's why she can join us.
That's why she could join us. Are you ready or what?
I'm so ready.
All right. No, this way, this way.
This way? I don't know which way we're going.
All right. So we are doing Mailbox Peak.
Yeah, we're doing Mailbox Peak.
This is our first ever podcast. Or no, not podcast.
It's not a podcast.
It's not a podcast, it's a YouTube thing.
It's a video show.
Video?
Oh God.
We also think we're very funny.
We are funny. That's why we're doing this. We're hilarious.
So, how it all came to be is my husband, well, no, we had this idea
a while ago, actually.
Right, Esther? Remember in the car?
We were driving.
Oh, let me set my timer. Begin. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go! Woo!
So, when did it start?
Well, you had just gotten divorced, and we were on our way to a family reunion in Utah, and we had to drive, what? It ended up to be like 16 hours or something like that in the car. Long ride. And on the ride, we were like, wouldn't we be...
Well, because we were Catholic.
Wouldn't we have the best show?
We wanted a podcast.
We wanted a podcast.
And it was going to be like a current events podcast where it's just like talking about like things happening in the world and our lives. It was going to be really fun.
Because we both have different experiences in our lives.
We've lived a lot of life already.
Even though Adam's only...
Alright, come on.
Well, I mean...
I'm old. I'm almost 30.
Oh my gosh, stop it. You're 28. Max, let's go. Well, and then my husband, Ivan... Keep going. My husband, Ivan, was like, you guys should do a YouTube channel where we do all sorts of really cool hikes.
So yeah, your husband thought that we should start a YouTube channel, so he bought you this GoPro.
Yeah, so he bought me this GoPro, and he said we should do a hiking YouTube channel. And then Esther is actually the one on YouTube who has 5,000 subscribers.
You have 5,000 subscribers?
So we are using her YouTube channel and we're commandeering it so that we already get 5,000 subscribers.
It's ours now.
It's ours.
Okay, so we were thinking of doing one episode first to get to know one of us, and the other episode to get to know the other one.
Come on, Max.
Right? So why don't we let's stop recording now, and then we'll wait till we're like further in, like cooler part of the hike, and then we'll start the get to know you portion.
Okay. Here, can you turn it off?
Okay. See you soon.
All right.
Okay.
We started. Here's the warning. The old Mailbox Trail is very steep, wet, unmaintained, difficult, and challenging. 8+ hours. We're hoping to do it in 4.
Hopefully less than 4.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's kind of exciting. And here's the actual trail.
Here's the actual trail.
Look at how cool that is. Everything before this was just a precursor, and now we're actually going into it.
So, I'm Christina. To introduce ourselves, we kind of did at the beginning, but I'm the oldest of 12. Adam here.
I'm number 10 of 12, so we're siblings.
So we're siblings.
Well, we're on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Fun. We are in every way.
In every way, shape, and form.
But we're BFFs.
We are BFFs. Don't tell the other siblings.
Don't tell them, because they all think that they're our favorites.
I mean, our siblings are pretty cool. I have to admit, all of them are great. You'll hopefully see some of them as we hike. We'll bring them on and interview them. But I like all this.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, is honestly, we are one of 12, and all 12 are pretty darn cool, I would say. Like, I could hang out, hike, chat with each one of them, and I would have a great time.
Absolutely.
Like, there's not one that I'm like, ugh.
Well, except you, Christina.
Except me.
Yeah, I don't want to spend time with you.
Except me.
Except you.
Here, we'll let this.
Yeah, we'll let this guy go. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Good one. That's who we aspire to be like.
We
Skinny winners.
are not skinny winners today.
We're not skinny winners today.
I'm carrying a huge backpack of everyone's water. Holy crap.
Also, some of those guys. We're having more fun than them.
We are having more fun.
Up this hill.
We were talking smack though in the car about how fast we were.
Yeah. We're like, we're the fastest hikers ever.
We're like, we're so much better than everyone.
Spoiler alert, we just got passed. We're probably gonna get passed again.
We're gonna keep getting passed.
Something tells me that.
Karma!
Hey everyone, so we just hit our first mile. Say hi, Christina.
Hi!
We hit a mile. Sorry we stopped very suddenly. Our dog got off its leash. Let's introduce Max real quickly. Here's Max. Max is a beautiful dog. He's now 8 years old.
Almost.
And he's wonderful. We love him. He goes on a lot of hikes with us.
He's very active, but he's also kind of annoying sometimes too. Because he barks, well, like typical dogs.
Yeah.
And we try to train him, but I also have, I'm just not as diligent with training him, and that's my fault.
He is a great hiker. Honestly, he's a better hiker than us.
Yeah, he's actually very good at hiking. But he does lately, because I think he's getting old, he's barking more. He didn't used to. So he was barking at somebody.
Yeah, and gotta put an end to
Well,
that.
another dog that was off leash. So
Yeah. We're not to blame.
He felt a little threatened.
Here's the view right now. So glamorous.
Here, Esther. Drink some water.
That's where it came from.
Want some power pellets? Here.
And that
What?
is where we're going.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're back hiking.
And we are gonna introduce ourselves and tell our story. That's what this first podcast is about.
It's not a podcast, Christina.
Ah,
It's a video,
it's a video
multimedia presentation
multimedia
experience.
experience. I still call like audiobooks
Books on tape.
books on tape.
I still call them books on tape as well. They will always be books on tape to me.
My books on tape. And my kids are like, what?
What the hell are books on tape?
Yeah, Mom. So old.
I do too though. And I'm so much more younger than you are.
My books on tape.
God. Disclaimer, I'm not that much younger than you are.
So, we were also saying as we stopped Maybe we should have
Said what
done
power.
an easier hike
Oh yeah.
for our first one. Because
It's hard to talk.
it's hard to talk. And we are doing the old trail, which is even harder.
Then the new trail.
Again, it's a straight shot up. And we overpacked.
And we did overpack. Well, it is important to know that all trails said, oh my gosh, you'll need spikes, you'll need poles. And then we finally got on here and it's like, where's the snow? Tell me where it
There might be
is.
some snow up top, but usually I try to pack a little lighter when I hike. I just don't need as much. But I've also learned in my ripe old age to be
God.
prepared. Boy Scouts motto.
Boy Scout, which I am an Eagle Scout.
Are you?
So I am. Well, you know, Mom and Dad wouldn't let any of the boys get their driver's license until they were Eagle Scouts. Yeah, so all 5 brothers were all Eagle Scouts.
I don't think David got his until he was like 18, right?
Yeah, but he like, I don't know, cut a deal with Mom and Dad.
What?
He cut a deal with Mom and Dad.
Drove before then.
I mean, he didn't get, we have a wild history of teenagers driving in our family and the crashes that ensued.
He's 12.
There's 12, so I mean, bound to have some crashes, I guess.
Yeah. Let's tell Adam's story.
Okay,
So, Adam, you are 10 of 12.
I'm 10 of 12, born here.
How was growing up 10 of 12?
Ooh, it was fun. I did like my childhood. It was great. We had a beautiful house with this big plot of land. And literally what I remember most about growing up is just like every day after school going and running around outside. And just like,
Well, Mom and Dad had 20 acres.
yeah, lots of land, lots of forest. So I just like hung out in the forest all the time. I think it was hard in the sense that it did give me this complex of always wanting to be like bigger and older and more mature than I ever was. Because I was on the younger side and all my brothers were bigger. And you know, as brothers do, push you around a little bit, rough you up a little bit.
Yeah, but they were actually...
They were very nice. They were very nice.
David. Just kidding, David, we love you.
We all actually got along very well as kids. And as Mom and Dad always said, I was the peacemaker of the family.
Really?
They did. That was my like title. They were like,
That's
Adam, you're such a...
John's.
No, I was the peacemaker.
That's John's title.
No, I too. I know I'm not as righteous as John is, but I swear I'm a peacemaker as well. I at least was. Now I love the drama. now I'm a peace killer.
We're gonna have John on here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have John on here, the true peacemaker of the family.
Actually, we're gonna have to have Mom and Dad.
Ooh,
Clear that up.
the tell-all, the end-all, be-all. So yeah, growing up was great. I was in Seattle till I was 13, and then one day in about February of my 7th grade year of school, Mom and Dad pulled us aside and said, hey, we got called to be mission presidents of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we're gonna have to move. So all of a sudden at the age of 13, my world was kind of turned upside down, and we moved to Brazil. We lived in Sao Paulo for 3 years. My family, I feel like everyone knows this already, but we are, well, our whole family grew up Mormon. Christina still is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I am no longer. We'll get to that part. But yeah, we were living with our parents in Brazil for 3 years while they were serving as missionaries. And then we came back, when we were done there, we moved back to Utah, of all places, where I finished high school. And I went to BYU, and then I started my own mission in Paraguay. I lived in Paraguay for 2 years. And at this point in my life, I was still identifying as straight, heaven forbid.
No.
Even though what, Christina? You can say
Okay,
it.
so I guess the question is, did you really not?
Oh, I knew. The whole time I was very aware, but it was this game that I played with myself of I kept kind of doing the next thing in my life, hoping that at some point God would make me straight, like truly straight, not feel those feelings anymore. And then it just never happened. Like at first it was kind of like being a righteous young Mormon boy, hopefully God was gonna make me straight eventually. And then it was, oh, I would go on a mission and God would make me straight. Or I'd go to BYU and then God would make me straight. And then finally, once I got back from my mission, oh, that is cool. Here I'm talking about God making me straight and you're like, look at this cool tree.
Well, speaking of God, God is in everything.
Yeah.
Trees.
They are.
Sorry. On with the story.
On with the story.
God was trying to make you straight. No, God does not make you straight.
No.
Not. If you were more righteous,
I would be straight
would
eventually.
not have these feelings.
Which then led me to marry my now ex-wife, current best friend, Megan. And I will be honest, like, so I got married to Megan. It was a great wedding. We ended up finishing college together, moving here. And honestly, mine and Megan's marriage was awesome. We had a beautiful friendship, and that's what led to when I did come out, we're still best friends to this day. And I feel like the reason that that is possible is because we built a friendship before we like built a marriage. And then on top of that, she's also queer as well. So clearly we were just each other's beards. we were just two little queer kids, very lost and afraid at Brigham Young University, trying to figure it out. But I ended up coming out during COVID. Oh, side note, what I do for work is I'm a special education teacher. I feel like that's a big part of what I do as well. I'm a teacher, I teach special education at a high school, and then I just got my master's degree in theater education because that's the straightest thing I could possibly get a master's degree in, is theater education. So I did do that, and now I'm qualified to teach. Actually, as of yesterday, I'm qualified to teach in special education, theater, and math. So that's fun.
And let's talk about, I mean, so you struggled, like, you knew you liked men.
Yes.
But you identified as straight.
Yes. And actually, you knew this, that the summer before I came out as gay, I came out as bisexual because I knew that I wanted, like there was this part of me that I couldn't deny anymore, but I didn't want to destroy my marriage and all that I had built, right? Well, and that's
but
when
it turns out that wasn't the case.
Yeah, well, it turns out I was, like I said before, like I was trying to, I thought that I would become straight if I got married, which, spoiler alert, that's not how it works.
Yes.
And
To
all those who think it would, it does not. It is my choice. And like, there's also, since coming out, there are many men who I've heard their stories who are gay and choose to stay in straight presenting relationships. And like, if that's your journey, live your truth. What?
Right.
Yeah, like that's your truth.
Story, but I will not share it
Yet?
for you.
Another, oh, okay. But yeah, so I ended up coming out during COVID. It was actually kind of funny. One day I just I knew I had to say it. Like it was like getting too big and I was like, I just have to say it. So I got home from work, and in the middle of an episode of Modern Family, actually, literally commercial break of Modern Family, of all shows, I was like, hey, I got to tell you something, I'm gay. Mic drop, atomic bomb, if you will, threw the whole world on its head. Within 24 hours, Megan and I decided like, hey, cool, we're gonna get a divorce then, because we didn't want to do that whole life of being gay but in a straight relationship.
Can I ask this?
Yeah.
Would you, if Megan, which you once had said, I want to try to make it work, what would you have done?
I think honestly at the time I was so afraid that I probably would have said yes in the moment, but I think after trying it, it just wouldn't have worked. Like, I think I was so terrified that I was like, yeah, I'll do anything to make this work. I don't want to hurt you. I felt so guilty that I was like, sure. But then I don't think in the long run that would have worked for us, because, you know, we both have our lives now and we love our lives, and I wanted to live my truth, live my gay life, which is what I ended up doing. Megan ended up moving out. She moved to Seattle. I lived out our lease in Issaquah, and then we still were best friends. But that first year was probably like the hardest year of my life, trying to balance like getting divorced, keeping that friendship, all of that stuff. Yeah, and we worked really hard, and honestly, both of us, if you talk to either one of us, we'll be very honest in saying like that working to keep that friendship was probably like the hardest thing we've ever done, but also like we are so proud of the work we put into it.
The most rewarding?
Yes, definitely like the most rewarding as well. So then I ended up moving to Seattle, and now I'm living my big gay life in Capitol Hill. And I feel like that first year was also hard for me because I left the Mormon church and I tried to do a lot of things. I feel like that might be a story for another, not the first podcast.
Save that for another.
That's a couple times down the road, but let's just say I got a little wild and put myself in some dangerous situations, and then finally I feel like I'm at a place where I'm like, cool, I'm really happy with my life and really happy with where I'm at. So that's me. What's up?
Esther wants some water really quick.
Okay, let's take a break. I'll turn this off. Now I am dating. I did have a wild kind of dating life. I mean, after I was kind of felt out my new gay life, I had one boyfriend for 6 months. That was a bust. And then now I've had my current boyfriend for, well, so how long we've been dating, there are multiple different numbers that we use, because we started dating.
We had a wild kind of like time, and then you had one boyfriend.
Yeah, I had my boyfriend at 6 months. That was a bust. And then I started dating David. Yeah, it was only 6 months. I started dating my current boyfriend David in March, but I refused to call him my boyfriend. I didn't start calling him my boyfriend until August. August. So,
Because you were dating other people.
yes, I was like, I don't want to be tied down. I have a lot of baggage. So, I've been dating him for 9 months now, but we've only been boyfriends for August, September, October, November, just 4. But I mean, we've been dating for 9. So, we're pretty happy. It's a pretty good life, and I might move next year. I've now lived in Seattle for 19 years of my life, and I'm ready for something new. So we'll see where that leads me. I mean, it's definitely been super fun living here, but I think I'm ready for something new. I think we talked and we're gonna do Christina's story next time.
So you guys can just get the pretty views.
You guys can get the pretty views, and we'll record us going up this hill, and then we'll also get the top for you. And then that's our journey for the day. Oh my God. Is that what we're gonna call it? Like our journeys? Like they're not podcasts. Welcome to our journey. Because they're also they're not just videos. They're journeys.
Journeys. Oh my God.
That's over. Okay, done. We've named it finally.
We got our name.
Every episode is a journey. This is journey number 1. Mailbox Peak and Adam's story. Title alert, Mailbox Peak and Adam's story. I love it! Ah, it's so fun.
On our journey.
On our journey.
Mailbox Peak and listening to Adam's.
Ooh, I got chills. It might be the sweat drizzling down my spine, but I got chills nonetheless.